Let's take an honest look at the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Y'all have done a phenomenal job supporting us in this series. We appreciate you. You know how we do it here. We don't partake in hot take season. It's not us. We're not dealing with the outlandish stuff about what could happen, what might happen, what will happen. We're talking about honesty, transparency, right here. This is what matters, you and I, right now. Honest look at the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Let's jump into it. Sam Hartman made noise. I'm talking like turn down the jukebox kind of noise when he decided to take his talents from Wake Forest to Notre Dame. And the reality is, with Sam Hartman deciding he wants to be a part of what Marcus Freeman is building, that's the biggest recruit of the entire Marcus Freeman era. I don't think it's really up for debate. And adding him to this system is just a whole new element, a whole new fighting style for your team. Allow me to explain. Last year ran for right around 200 yards a game. This coming season, Stable's coming back. It's fair to expect you'll be right around 150, probably north of 150 when all the dust settles in terms of running yards per game. Okay, you'll be in that neighborhood. Defense, it's solid. You lose some pieces on the defensive line. We'll talk about that in a second. They've done well to retool via the transfer portal, but you bring back a lot of guys on defense. The same defense that allowed 23 points a game last year, so you're pretty solid there. I'm looking at this, I'm saying, okay, you already have the hard edge, smash mouth, blue collar kind of approach as a team. You already have that. And you won 9 games last year. You won 9 games last year throwing for around 200 yards a game. I'm not knocking Drew Pine. Dude came in and did what was asked of him. I wish nothing but the best for Drew Pine. I was very impressed by how he played last year. But unfortunately, your starting quarterback went down early in the season. And so you had to adjust how you played. Now, after you won 9 games last year with that formula, the formula where you only throw 200 yards a game and you play really tough up front, you add in a quarterback that is the ACC all-time leader in passing touchdowns. I don't care that he's played for 100 years. I don't care that the ACC isn't the strongest conference. I don't care about the offense he was in at Wake Forest. You lead a conference all-time with passing touchdowns, you got some game. You got some game. And so now for Notre Dame, they have that strength already. They already have, like I said, that physicality. Now you add some finesse. Now you add some explosiveness to your offense, on paper at least. Still has to translate, still has to mesh. Heck, Sam Hartman still has to win the job, which I believe he will do. But adding Sam Hartman to your football team allows you to fight more styles. It means now if we get into a shootout, we feel better about it because we got Sam Hartman on our team. Whereas before it was, we got to make this game gross. Let's go back and forth. Let's find a way to win. Let's scratch and claw. You still have that scratch and claw mentality, but adding a capable, proven quarterback just makes you a more dangerous football team. Can win more ways. I think it's simple as that. So it's good news for the Fighting Irish. Very, very excited to watch that play out on the field. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It helps us do more of what you want to see. I'll leave it at that. Also, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at JD Piquel. Do more of what you want to see there as well. Have some more interaction. The DMs stay wide open, like receivers when Sam Hartman's dropped back to pass. All right, positions that could impact Notre Dame's expectations this coming year. To accomplish what you want to accomplish, we'll talk about that more in just a second. What are the key areas we're looking at? From an honesty perspective, the wide receiver position could be a make or break spot. Because you have the quarterback, you have all the things to set up the deep pass plays, you still got to have the personnel to make it happen. 2 guys that I'm looking at very closely here. Lorenzo Styles, someone they're waiting on at the receiver position to take that next step if he can. If he can be that field stretcher for you, that'd be awesome. They want him to step up and be that alpha wide receiver. Now, I don't know how much he'll factor in the fall, but someone to keep an eye on, Jaden Greathouse, 4-star wide receiver, played a really high level of football in Texas. He's someone I'm excited about. That was a big get for Marcus Freeman as well on the recruiting trail. He could be a player for you. Again, I don't know what they're going to do with him in terms of redshirting or playing early. I don't know what that's going to look like just yet, but the bottom line is he's a phenomenal talent and can help you. Whether it's this year or next year, he can help you. You'd like it to be this year. So the other position I'm looking at, the defensive line. You lose Isaiah Foskey, absolute dog for the Fighting Irish. You bring in Javonte Jean-Baptiste from Ohio State. Everything else behind him, for the most part, they've got a lot of protection coming back. But the defensive line, to be that calling card once again, I think is very important for Notre Dame to take that next step. Okay, so keep an eye on those position groups, receiver and defensive end. Defensive end, or defensive line rather, to set the tone in the trenches. Receiver position to set the field and capitalize on having Sam Hartman. If you can't stretch the field, it's going to be hard to take advantage of having a talent like Sam Hartman. All right? So, with that being said, the expectations in South Bend. Anytime you wear the Golden Dome, it's high. Like, it's a high expectation. The bar is always set high for the good folks at Notre Dame, and it should be. One of the most recognizable brands in all of sports, not just college football, not just college sports, in all of sports. I truly believe that. So, last year for Marcus Freeman, I think it was a success. I mean, we said before the year even started, if the world falls apart, I think Notre Dame can win 8 games. They won 9. Okay? And it felt like at times the world fell apart on you. Game against Marshall, Tyler Buckner goes down early in the season. There was a lot working against you. All you did was collect yourself after an 0-2 start, won 9 games. Oh, by the way, Marcus Freeman currently has a top 10 recruiting class at the time of us recording this. So Notre Dame starting to get some momentum. But this year, in 2023, the expectation will be, all right, next step. Let's take the next step as a program. And there's no conference to win, obviously, so it's let's make the college football playoff. That's what we do here. Last year, whether Brian Kelly was there or not, probably would have been right around what they accomplished. This next year will be, okay, we have the quarterback. We've got the right guys returning. Let's go win something, man. Let's go get it done. So I'm fired up to watch Notre Dame. I think they're one of the sneakiest teams in all of college football. We're going to talk a lot about them going forward. Subscribe if you haven't already, but we appreciate y'all rocking with us and locking in with us and making this great show happen. It is y'all's show. I say it's great because it is your show, the people's show. So whatever you want to see, hit us in the comment section. Again, hit me on Instagram or Twitter at JD Pakel. My DMs, you can at me, whatever. We want to do more of what you want to see. So let me know. Actually, one of y'all commented on a previous video, said you want to see this video. So there you have it. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.